a couple of jigs, Merrily Kiss the Quaker and the Blackthorn Stick. They're very common to Ceilidh band repertoires, and I played an exclusive Ceilidh band, but I also depth for a few Ceilidh bands as well, and it's been great to adapt these tunes for solo acoustic guitar, and that was just a snippet of the two jigs. But the purposes of this video are sort of multifold, really. Firstly, I'd like to just say that I now pretty much exclusively play a guitar made for me by Gary Narva. Check out the website, Narva Guitars. But more recently, I've taken great delight in having been added to the Fylde website, and this indeed is a Fylde Orsino from 1979. You may have seen this in the Nick Jones video and one or two other videos I've put on YouTube. Well, the first thing is to say that when I first started playing, I gravitated towards a particularly percussive British style of playing, a la Carthy, Nick Jones, Martin Simpson, possibly Archie Fisher, even all kinds of people, and they were all using these wonderful instruments. And I bought this on HP in 1980. HP is hire purchase, for those of you who don't know. That's what it was known as then. And when I got married, my friend very dryly and wryly said to me, he says, I don't suppose you can afford to come out now, you've a wife and a file to support. But I've used this guitar, I used it extensively for 7 or 8 years. It's featured on many of my own recordings and some of other people's stuff as well. But now I tend to just bring it out for videos. And it does suit tunings. It suits a percussive style, but also a very open style. If you wanted to simulate the sound of a harp, for example, O Carolyn music, you've got this sort of wonderful. And this tuning is, some of you will know it, but I'll go through it with you from bottom to top: C, G, D, G, A, D. So it's like Dadgad, except the A is down to G and the D is further down at whole tone to C. And if anyone's experimenting with this tuning, make sure you're sort of relatively expert in standard tuning first, guys. Okay, but try the scales. There's a C scale, and then you've got the G scale there, and then you've got the D scale. So you can actually play, if you're doing a song, for example, you can actually play across 3 keys and formulate a melody or a harmony line to your vocal. So you might have a vocal that goes da 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 da. And then you can move, that's in G, there's the G bass. Then bring the C in. And then. So you can actually play across those 3 keys quite easily and quite successfully. I employed that in the 2 tunes I started off with. One was actually in C and the other was in G. So you can actually get this lovely sort of separation. go. Yeah, so you can perhaps hear what I'm talking about there. And the tuning, C, G, D, G, A, D. Remember it. Try it. Get expert in standard tuning first. And forget about me and me Narva guitars for a minute. But if anyone's looking at a general guitar to buy that's going to take them to another level or help to take them to another level, Roger Bucknall, who probably made this thing, arguably one of the best luthiers in the world, and it's a world-renowned company, and this has really opened out, and it's beautiful all those years on. So thanks for listening. Fylde guitars, lovely.